Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to do our image gallery walkthrough. So we are going to build an image gallery of our own using Swift Playgrounds. We are going to build a beautiful app that lets you view, add, and even favorite your own photos in a nice grid. First, we need to create a simple model called item. When SwiftUI shows a list or grid, it needs a way to tell each picture apart. That's why our item struct follows the identifiable protocol. It gives every item a unique ID using UUID. Our item also has a URL property. This URL tells the app exactly where to find each photo. Later, Async Image will use this URL to load the picture from your device or the app's file. This is how real photo app keep track of thousands of images. Now let's meet the data model. This is the brain of our app. It's an observable object that collects all the photo URLs from two places, your Documents folder and the built-in images in the app. The items array is marked with @published. That means whenever we add or remove a photo, SwiftUI automatically updates the screen. This is super powerful. No manual refreshing is needed. When the app starts, it looks in Documents directory for any photos you have added before. This way, your gallery remembers your pictures even after you close the app. It also loads the sample images that came with the project from the app bundle, so you'll always have some photos to start with, even on the first launch. The data model has helpful functions like add item, which puts new photos at the top so you see them right away, and remove item, which deletes both the item and the actual photo file. This clean separation, keeping all the data logic in one place, is exactly how professional apps are built. It keeps your code organized and easy to maintain. Because we are loading real photos, which can be big files, we want the app to stay smooth and responsive. That's why we use asynchronous loading and share our data model with the whole app. We create the data model using @state object at the top level. This tells SwiftUI to keep it alive for the entire app and automatically update any views when data changes. We then pass the data model to all views using .environment objects inside the navigation stack. Now, every screen can easily access the same list of photos without passing data around manually. This pattern is used in almost every real iOS app. Grid item view is responsible for showing one single photo in our grid, a reusable component that makes our code cleaner. It takes an item which gives it the URL of the photo we want to display. We wrap everything in a G stack because later we'll add editing buttons on top of the image. We use async image to load the photo from the URL. This is awesome because it loads pictures in the background without freezing the app, especially important when you have many photos. Inside async image, we make the photo resizable and fill the space nicely using .aspect ratio, content mode, .fill. While the image is loading, we show a spinning progress view as a placeholder. This gives users a smooth experience instead of seeing blank squares. Great user experience matters. This is the main screen, grid view. This is where all your photos will be displayed in a beautiful scrollable grid. We use @environment object to get access to the data model we shared earlier. This gives us the full list of photos. The actual photos come from the data model.items, our array of item objects. We put a lazy V grid inside a scroll view so the grid can scroll smoothly when you have lots of pictures. We loop through all the items using for each. Each item becomes a navigation link so you can tap it and see a bigger version. When you tap an image, it opens detail view to show the full size photo. Navigation link makes this super easy. We use a rectangle with an aspect ratio of 1 to make every grid cell a perfect square. Then overlay the actual photo on top. This keeps the grid looking neat and organized. Grid item view handles all the hard work of loading the images asynchronously. This whole setup is how real photo gallery apps like Photos on your iPhone work under the hood. At the top, we have a toolbar with two buttons, one for editing and one with a plus sign to add new photos. The plus button uses Photo Speaker, which lets you choose any photo from an iPad or iPhone's photo library. When you pick a photo, the .unchanged modifier detects it and uses a task to save the photo and add it to our data model. The grid then updates automatically with the new image. Tap the Edit button to enter editing mode. This is where you can delete photos you don't want anymore. So I'm going to remove this one and I'm done. So now that picture was just deleted. In editing mode, a red delete button X appears on each photo like we saw earlier. Tapping the delete button removes the photo from the list and also deletes the actual file so it doesn't come back next time you open the app. Clean and safe. Now let's make our gallery even cooler by adding a favorites feature. First, we add a new property to the item struct called each favorite. We set it to false by default. Now every photo can remember whether you marked it as a favorite or not. With this new property, we can later create a button to toggle favorites and even show hearts on your favorite photos. Small additions like this make apps feel personal and fun. In the detail view, the full screen photo view, we add a big heart button so you can favorite any photos you love. The button calls item.isFavorite.toggle. When tapped, it shows a filled heart if it's favorite and an empty heart outline if it's not. We styled the button nicely with padding, background, and corner radius so it looks polished and easy to tap. Try favoriting a few photos You'll see how satisfying it feels. This kind of feature is what turns a simple gallery into something you'll actually use every day. Yeah. Finally, let's sew a little heart on every favorite photo right in the main grid so you can spot them quickly. We add another dot overlay modifier on the grid items aligned to the bottom left corner. Using an if statement, we only show the heart when item.favorite is true. We also add a nice shadow so it stands out clearly. Now go ahead and favorite some photos. Watch how the hearts appear instantly in the grid. You have just built a real, fully functional image gallery with adding, deleting, and favoriting. Amazing work. Now it has favorite in the bottom left corner. So this was our image gallery walkthrough. We hope you liked this video. We'll see you again in the next one. Thank you for watching our video.